Hi everyone, and welcome to my 12 days of Christmas. These are like my little gifts for surface pattern designers, textile designers and illustrators who would like a little tip about how to get ahead in the surface pattern industry or to sell and license your work. So my day 8 little tip and discussion today is how to communicate with art directors and buyers. Now there's two really important stages of communication with buyers and art directors. One is the first sort of cold stage where the customer actually doesn't know you, they're not a warm or a hot customer. Now it's really important that you communicate with these customers across several channels. So, you know, when I talk about digital marketing presence, I always recommend that you have a website, which is your home base, but you also select some social media channels like Pinterest, LinkedIn and Instagram, which are my 3 top go-tos, and you start to build a presence there too. So make sure when you do choose a social media channel, you're really going to engage in it. A social media channel is only as useful as the frequency of engagement or regularity of engagement. So it may not be every day, but it should be, you know, at least 3 to 4 times per week. So make a real presence there. You know, talk on LinkedIn about the collaborations you've done. Show on Instagram some beautiful work. It could be new, it could be old, it could be something you're really proud of. Hop on Pinterest and build boards around your brand and around your identity and who you are, and tell the story about yourself as well. So this is a communication to art directors and buyers, because once they see you and follow you, you are communicating with them, even though you haven't met yet. So it's really important to do that. The end of that phase, hopefully, is when that art director or buyer comes to your website. Now, when they do that, that is gold, and make sure you have a way to capture the information that you want from them, which is primarily their email address. So make sure on your website you have a subscriber sign up form. Don't make it complex or lengthy. Even just an email is fine. Name, first name, last name, email. You don't want buyers to have to commit to too much time to sign up to your website. The other mistake I think a lot of designers make on their website is they have a pop-up window come straight up on their website before the buyer actually has had a time to look in there. So time your pop-ups in your website, your sign up pop-ups, to come up maybe 10, 20 seconds into their web journey, maybe 10 or 15, enough for them to capture the essence of who you are, the type of visual identity you have, so that when that pop-up window does come, they're really willing to sign up there. So that's a really fantastic way to capture them. Now the second phase is that they're now a warm or a hot customer. So whether they've subscribed to your website, whether you've met them through social media chat, or whether you've actually physically met them or talked to them on the phone or had an email from them, these guys are really precious. You've got to keep hold of them. So the best way to do that is for regular communication. I recommend that all artists, illustrators, fine artists, textile designers have a regular newsletter. Now it doesn't have to be weekly, it could be monthly, it could be every 3 weeks, it could be fortnightly, and it doesn't have to contain a lot of information, just something that they'd like to see, some new work, a new design, maybe include some images of a recent exhibition or gallery that you were part of, or some collab work that you're really proud of that's just released. So it's really important for regular communication to that buyer. Don't be too salesy, but always provide a call to action on your emails. So this is, come and view my newest portfolio. Here's the link. Don't make it too difficult. Don't ask art directors or buyers to come back to you for a password. If you're sending out a buyer email, give them the password in there. That's why you're sending it to them. They are a buyer, they've been interested in your work. Give them a password if you've got a portfolio protected site, or give them really quick and easy access to a portfolio that they can view. And of course, once they view it, how do they get in touch once they love something? So think about that communication. Don't be too salesy, but just make sure that communication is really regular. And look, you know, as art directors, we could get 6, 7, maybe 8, 10 emails before we respond. But we know you're there. We really appreciate getting this information. And especially once we see you across several channels, it brings in the presence to, you know, this busy life. And as soon as we, you know, hit an idea or a theme or a concept or colors that we know that you have, we will be in touch. We just love getting this information. And of course, don't forget the Patternfield app. If you are on the app, it means, connect by uploading regularly on that too. So you're better off with any of these channels, whether it's Patternfield app, whether it's social media, or whether it's your regular email. You don't need loads and loads of information. You just need small snippets, things of interest and newness, and those buyers will establish a relationship with you. So hopefully that was helpful. That was day 8 of my 12 days of Christmas, and I'll look forward to tomorrow. And today, thanks for asking every day that I've posted this. I'm wearing a beautiful design by Emma Stenhouse, Indigenous artist from Australia. This is a gorgeous fabric that we're releasing shortly. So thanks for asking. But anyway, Merry Christmas everyone, and I'll look forward to day 7.